Okay, so this would be day number 6 of school at a new school. Um, because we didn't actually go to school one day last week. We were off Thursday. Um, I want to say that it's been bad. I don't know what I want to say. Why I want to say it's been bad. Because it hasn't. Like, I feel like okay. I still feel like I don't have. I mean, it's kind of the same way that I felt at William Blunt. I just feel like I don't feel like I have like really close friends. I don't know. Maybe, I mean, obviously I wasn't there for a whole summer. I didn't hang out with anyone from William Blunt except for one person, and that was twice during the whole summer. So I could have just like forgotten and just focused on the negatives of what William Blunt was like, but for the most part I don't really feel a difference. I still like, I mean, I always used to have like at least one class where I didn't really know anyone and I was quiet, and it just feels like that's all my classes and I'm not really bothered by that. I mean, soccer is still my place where I'm most outgoing and I feel like I can be myself for the most part. I mean, I'm not there all the way because I'm not like close with every single one, and at William Blunt I would at least talk to most everyone except for like, I mean, really I would talk to most everyone. Um, so I guess everything's still a bit awkward, but again, technically 6th day of school. And it feels like a freaking eternity, to be honest. It feels like an eternity because it just goes by so slow, and I was texting someone that I actually knew from Heritage, which I don't even really, I don't talk to him hardly at all during school, most because I'm still like, I still have to write down the numbers of where I'm going for each class so I can look at the numbers on the wall because I have no idea where I'm going still. So like I don't like have time to just like stand there and talk to someone or like go look for someone or go out of my way to like go through people to get to that someone to talk to them. So I don't talk to him. But anyways, that wasn't the point. I was texting when I was sitting there, I was like, I wish I had close friends. Like I was afraid, talking about how I'm afraid that I won't make any close friends by the end of the year. I feel like I could be the person that is shy the entire year and just doesn't make any close friends. I mean, I have girls in math class. I sit in an aisle by myself, and it wasn't really by choice because I mean, it might have been by choice. Because he like switched the desk all around, but we had to stay in the same number that was our assigned desk. And now I have like no one. But then I have like this aisle of girls like right beside me. I mean, like literally right beside me, and I don't even talk to any of them. I don't know any of their names. I'm pretty sure I haven't even made eye contact with any of them. But it's like, I don't know, maybe I just like look funny because like my hair is really short and people like think I'm a lesbian, or like my face has so much acne and they just don't, they think it's gross. They don't like looking at me. I don't know. Or maybe I just give off a bad vibe, but like to me, I'm a really kind person and I think I'm nice, and I would like, if in math, if someone was like, hey, can you help me with this problem, I would love to help them. And it sucks too because like in English I did make a step because I was like sitting there. There was a bunch of desks on this side, a bunch of desks on this side, and then 2 rows where no one sits. And I chose to sit there. And, like, the first day, there were people around me. Like, someone that I knew sat in front of me, and we talked a little bit, and then someone else over here who I didn't know and everything. But then, I'm pretty sure they both dropped out of the class. The next day there was only one person in those rows with me, and she moved, like, right before the bell rang to one of the other sides. So I was alone the entire class, and it was so awkward to be in these two rows. Like, that was just giving off the vibe, like, don't talk to me, I'm a loner. And so, and it's like possessing that I was like, you should move, you don't want to be in these rows alone, you should move to this seat. And she went and moved to that seat. So the next day I decided, I was like, okay, you're gonna sit in front of this person, and you're not gonna sit in these two rows. So I did, and they actually talked to me, and then they introduced me to other people. And my goal is, like, I just want to, there's this one girl I feel like I could relate to, but I'm just, it's so awkward. I don't know how to talk to people. And I feel like, just in general, like, a general rule for society should be, like, everyone else talks to the new person, because obviously that person is scared to death. And you have people you know that are around you, so you're already in a comfortable place. Whereas they feel threatened. So why would you not talk to them? Because you're already, like, a step ahead. I don't understand. I feel like I should not have to do all of this. But, I don't know. But, I feel overloaded with freaking homework. Can you tell you that? I think my biggest struggle right now is going to be, I don't like being restricted. When I get an injury and someone tells me you need to not, like, practice as hard. Excuse me. Practice as hard one day. Or you need to sit out for a day. I hate that. I hate the fact that it's not my choice and that I can't control it. So right now, one of my biggest struggles, it would be not being able to play, like, in regular season games. I got to play like 20 minutes of the Alcoa game, and I cried afterwards because I was so pissed, because, like, I didn't play like the 3/4 of the game, so I didn't even have a warm up before I went in anything. So it was like I felt. So I got scored on. It was like a near post shot, and then one of my punts went like 7 feet when normally they go over half of the width of the field. And it was just so embarrassing. And I was like, and I just kept telling myself I had 20, 25 minutes of this season to do something. To make a name for myself, to show people that I belong here. And I just feel like I fucked it up. I get to play another 20 minutes in our home game on Thursday. So, tomorrow's Wednesday, then there's Thursday. I just keep thinking this is the last time you're gonna get to play until next year for this team, for your high school. And it's really hard because I'm not a bench warmer. That's not my place, and it's frustrating for me. It's frustrating in practice when we're scrimmaging and I get put on the, like, backup side or, like, JV side, because that's not me. I deserve to have a starting spot, and I've worked hard for it, and I'm good at what I do. So it's just really hard. I just have to keep, and I'm frustrated because we have games that are like over an hour away. I mean, we have games in. I mean, Gatlinburg isn't bad, but we have a game that's like near Kentucky. That's like really freaking far away. I have to drive there because we don't have buses. I have to drive there. Number one, gas. Number two, I'm not even playing, but I have to go to the game because I'm gonna write down stats. I'm gonna be stats keeper, and for support. So I'm gonna go there, having to drive there, straight from school, because I don't have time to go home, nor do I have the gas to go home and then go back. Then sit there for a couple hours, and then drive home like around freaking 9 o'clock. And I'm so overloaded with homework already. I don't have time. I don't have time for this. If I was playing in the game, of course it'd be worth it, but I'm just gonna sit there and I'm just all around very frustrated. But at the same time, I don't know if it's just my mindset and I'm refusing to tell myself this sucks and life sucks, and because of course it's a choice. It's a choice of whether or not you choose. You choose to be happy. I don't know if I'm just. Because I feel like everything should be really bad right now, but I almost feel calm. I don't know, but it also could be, I feel the fact that, like, a couple nights from now, I'm gonna have to have a stress cry, because that's what every good honors student has to do every once in a while. They just have to stress cry, because they're so overloaded with work, and I keep telling myself that my senior year will be great, and I hope to God that I freaking make friends. And I don't even understand, because I put myself out there in class. I ask questions and I engage, and when we have to get in groups, I talk like normal. I ask, like, what's your name, like, how's it going, and I'm totally, but it's like, I don't know what it is, like, and I don't know if it is just the way that I look, that people just think I'm weird. And like, I'll make a joke in class, or like, because I'm naturally just sarcastic and funny, and like talking to the teacher in front of everyone, and people will laugh, and I feel like I'm an inviting person, but no one talks to me. But as this is an update video, I have to say it still is getting better. Still settling in, I think. And I do hope to do these for myself, although I hope, of course they'll get farther and farther apart each time. I'm just doing one now because I've had thoughts that I wanted to put into one, but hopefully I can do these for a whole year, like all the way up until my senior year of, like, when at the beginning of senior year, when soccer season starts, and I can, like, say what I feel like now and what starting the school year now feels like, blah blah blah. So yeah, it's August 9th on a Tuesday. 6th day of school, because we didn't have school one day last week.